Get the fray ball.
Nothing to say?
I think we're John Gillespie.
All right, team, charge!
Take me out on the water,
We fishing.
way out in the woods, where the breathing is easy, the living is good. Out in the great.
And welcome to Larry Smith Outdoors. We're sponsored by the Badger Sportsman Magazine, Bartline Barrels, Warrior Boats, Big Snow Resort, Hard and Soft Fishing, Lynch and McGuanago, Wings Over Wisconsin, Mike's Country Meats, Midwest Shooter Supplies, Burger Smokehouse, Vexlar, Dick Smith's Bait and Tackle, Come Along Measuring Tools, Kamick Law Firms, Norm's Egg, and Jiffy.
And remember, it's a great day to be alive.
Outdoors.
Holy moly.
Hey, I'll tell you one thing I know for a fact. We're going to fish the Rock River. And the other thing I know for a fact is that when we go to fish the Rock River, we get to stop at our favorite bait shop, Dick Smith's, and we're gonna have great bait today, and that is a fact.
Yeah, where is Mike?
Sleeping, I'm sure. Yeah, right. You know what he said? Mike always said that he opened the shop up every day, and it wasn't Becky. Well, we found out this morning, Mike doesn't get up that early either.
Hey, where's Settler? Is he going fishing with us or not? There's his truck.
I'll tell you what, our tip of the day is brought to you by our good friends over at Mike's Country Meats. They're in Tigerton, finest jerky on the planet. One thing you want to remember in the spring like this, especially in these really cold mornings like this where it doesn't get above freezing, is when you back your trailer down and your boat comes off, to make sure that when you're pulling the trailer out of the water, you let the trailer drip off, because otherwise what happens is that water constantly comes up and starts building ice up on the trailer, so the next guy that backs down doesn't go into the drink. That's this week's tip of the week, brought to you by our good friends over at Mike's Country Meats.
Hey, good morning and welcome to Larry Smith Outdoors. I'll tell you what, we've got the guide day today, and you know what? There's a bunch of guides in this boat that are skipping church today, unfortunately, but we're gonna have a little service out here on the water. Hey, I'll tell you what, Jeff, Brian, and Lightning Lance, we are gonna catch some walleyes today. We're doing something that I've never done before. We're up on the Rock River, and I'll tell you what, Brian, do you wanna talk about it, or Jeff, do you wanna talk about it?
Well, Brian, I think you know a little bit more than I do.
Yeah, I've been fishing it quite a few years. Right now, mostly getting quite a few males right now, and that a lot of them are shorts in that 14 and a half, 14 3/4 inch size. But we're getting a few walleyes and saugers in there, so pretty much is slipping the current and vertical jigging.
Okay. You know, I know you guys were here yesterday and did fairly well and had a few legal fish.
Yep.
But, you know, the thing is here, this is kind of like the Wolf River. We're going to be vertical jigging. Basically, I'm going to be using, starting off with some Kalen's products. Jeff, you're going with the hair jigs. Brian, you're going hair jigs. And I know Lightning Lance, he's going plain like always, because he doesn't have a gold hammered Swedish pimple with him today. We wouldn't allow it on the boat today. So stay tuned. Let's see what happens today up here on the Rock River. An interesting river, bigger than I thought it was.
Yep.
And I hear there's a ton of walleyes in here. Let's find out and see what we can do.
Sounds good.
Are you looking to catch the walleye of a lifetime? Then have Larry and company guide you to your trophy on the Bay of Green Bay and its surrounding tributaries. Whether it be the Peshtigo, the Menominee, the Oconto, or the bay itself, our team has the knowledge and experience to hook you up with the fish of a lifetime on this world-class fishery. Book your trip for giant Green Bay walleyes today. Call Larry Smith Outdoors at 920-361-4996 for more information.
And remember, it's a great day to be alive.
The Warrior story continues with the best tracking, driest ride in the industry. Designed with a high degree of dead rise and bow flare to push water out and down for a smooth, dry, comfortable ride. The smart trolling keel limits bow drift for enhanced boat control in the wind, and with a lifetime hull warranty, Warrior boats are built to last. Warrior Boats, a legend reborn.
The new Acme Rattlemaster has a built-in echo chamber with a brass rattle that calls fish in. The body's solid brass too and won't bend or dull, and reflects fish attracting light all over the water column. This 1-2 punch of sight and sound means you make less casts, because the fish come to you. Rip it or shake it for crappie, walleye, northern salmon, or trout, and experience multi-species action with just one bait.
Wings Over Wisconsin, a nonprofit organization dedicated to natural resource restoration, preservation, and education with youth and community involvement. Through cooperation with private landowners, state and federal agencies, Wings Over Wisconsin has been a leader in the preservation of our natural wildlife habitat, with donated dollars staying in Wisconsin for Wisconsin. For information about how you can join this great organization or how to start a new chapter, please visit wingsoverwisconsin.org.
Nice job.
He popped her.
No, you had that purple hair jig on there, and you a minnow too, huh?
Yeah, I'll show you here in a second if I
Okay.
can get this out of his mouth.
Jeff, what were you saying about vertical fishing? You know, there's a lot to staying vertical, and you were kind of explaining that before you caught that fish. Why don't you tell everybody out there in the audience?
Sure.
watching?
You know, the thing that you taught me, Larry, over the years is the importance of knowing where bottom is and making sure that that line is staying straight all the time, especially because, you know, you got to realize the boat's moving downriver, right? As we're walking, the boat's moving downriver. So we got to make sure that you're always staying on top of that line and making sure that that line's walking down the river with you. And I see a lot of guys, if you see guys and you see your line moving upriver, you're not staying on the bottom
Got
and
too
you're,
much line.
and you're dragging. And that's why you're not going to get the fish.
Yep.
This fish came and popped that bait. I felt
And
that
you know,
pop.
you would agree with this, Jeff. About 90% of the fish hit it on the drop.
Absolutely.
So you got to follow that line down too.
Absolutely. Another nice one.
Oh, Jeffrey. Hey, I'll tell you what. Give me one of them Kalen's hair jigs, buddy, because I'm going with that.
That looks like his cousin or his brother, doesn't it?
That's a nice fish
Yeah.
right there, about the same.
Hey, look
I
at this,
love them
Look
Saugers.
at this fish here, Larry.
Let me see that.
Something's been chomping on him.
Maybe a big muskie or big
Yeah.
northern. Nice fish.
That's legal.
That's a nice fish, I'll tell you that. You know, what are you doing different than everybody else? You know, I'll tell you what, besides catching fish.
I went
That's
to
a nice
Larry
fish.
Smith's School of Walleye
Yeah,
Fishing.
whatever. I'll tell you what, Jeff. Hey, at least we're not trying to burn your house down today. It's maybe that's why Dina let you go fishing today with us.
Well, you know,
So we weren't
yesterday
cooking.
I was fortunate enough to fish with Lance, so I learned a lot too from
You
Lance.
did. You are such a
So,
such
you know,
a
Lance and
yes.
Larry, I don't know if that's a better
too kind today.
combination.
Right, he
And
is.
then
He
I
wants something today, Lance. That's the thing.
then I
He's
got
just being nice
Brian.
to us. That's a nice fish right
That is
there.
a
Definitely a legal fish.
That's a
We're
legal.
not keeping any fish. Let's let them go. Let them spawn.
Beautiful fish right there.
Nice job, Jeff.
Some more compliments like that, and it'll have a sun drop, Larry.
Yeah.
Big Snow Resorts, your destination for winter family fun in the north. Enjoy 2 resorts on 1 ticket. With over 400 skiable acres, it's the largest ski experience in the Midwest. Full-service resorts offering pro shop service, hotel, chalet, and trailside condo lodging, 6 dining facilities, 4 bars, and with weekly special events, exceptional fun for everyone. For details, please call or visit BigSnowResorts.com today.
I'm Mark Green. I'm Patrick Lynch. Welcome to our all-new Lynch McQuantico dealership.
The brand new Lynch McGuanago dealerships have over 500 new Chevys, Chryslers, Dodges, Jeeps, Rams, and pre-owned vehicles in stock and all priced to sell. Stop by and check out their massive selection of trucks and SUVs, perfect for all your fall outdoor sports.
You do the driving, we'll do the listening, because I want you to love how you feel in your new ride.
Nobody sells for less than Lynch. From the equipment we use to the clothing we wear, the developments of modern ice fishing technology only serves to make the time we spend on the ice with our friends and family more enjoyable. And there's one product that has stood the test of time for over 30 years, and that's Vexilar, the most trusted name in sonar. 3 generations of ice anglers have been using Vexilar technology, and Vexilar continues to earn the respect of anglers all across the ice belt. Time to create your own memories. Visit Vexilar.com.
At Jiffy, we pride ourselves at being #1 in developing the best propane drills on the ice. It's why our engineers have worked side by side with anglers for 65 years running. All built and tested right here in the US of A. Patented proven performance is Jiffy's vision for the future, and from where we stand, the future looks pretty darn sweet. Jiffy, we put the world on ice.
I kind of got a hunger now. I caught some fish.
That's what it takes? I need some Mike's Country Meats before I catch a fish. Thank you. Ryan, you want some?
Sure.
I'll take a melon too, Lance.
That's Mike's Country Meats. That's got great flavor to it. Stuff is awesome. Pretty tasty.
There you go. Another sauger. All the fish we've caught so far is, let me rephrase that. All the fish you guys have caught so far have been saugers. See, I'm fishing for walleyes, so that's the problem. Nice job. I'll tell you what.
Take her.
Now you just have a jig and a minnow.
No,
kind of
I switched to hair.
Oh, you did? You
I
went
can't let
with
Jeff get too far ahead.
Right. You got the Kalen's hair on jigs on now too. Here we go. Finally. Ooh. You know, now look at this one. I got him right underneath the chin. And what happens when you're jigging like that, and that actually happens a lot when you're vertical jigging. Let me make sure I don't hurt you. Come on. It's a nice sauger. What happens is the fish actually push the bait down into the bottom to try to trap it right there. And that's why you chin a lot of them fish like that. Nice sauger, not legal unless you're on the Mississippi, probably 13, maybe 14. But it's a fish. Hey, I'm on the board now. I love it. Nice. Boy, healthy fish too. Nice and thick. Love them saugers. Got a minnow?
Fish on.
You got the hot hand, I'll tell you that. I seen that fish hanging on there.
Yeah,
you know?
this one was hanging for a
Hey,
while.
I could go for some of that rattle reel walleye. That's a nice fish right there. That one's actually got it in his mouth too. So
Yeah, look at that.
he's
Hooked right in the
still
mouth.
on that purple.
I don't
And
know.
you're barely jigging it. I can see that. I
can,
watched that fish actually grab your bait.
You know what
And,
I say? You know what I say, Larry. You can fish any color you want as long as it's purple
Oh,
today.
whatever, huh, Jeff? Come
Look
on
at that.
now.
Look at
Purple.
that.
That's definitely a big fish, Lance. Nice job. Woo! What's all in this river here? There's big pike in here. What is that?
Time will tell, Larry.
Yes,
Time will
it
tell.
Hopefully we can see it. I'm gonna say a carp. That's what I'm gonna say.
Well, I'm feeling maybe whiskers.
Yep, whiskers.
Oh, look at that.
Oh,
Big
what
old
ki-
flat.
is it a flathead?
Yep.
Oh, I love flathead. Ooh, that's a nice flathead. You gotta hold that thing up.
Oh,
That's
look at the
that's a
size
nice
of that
fish.
sucker.
Hold that up, Lance.
That's a fun fight.
That ain't no 20-pound fish.
25 pounds.
Oh, you are so. That thing's about 6 pounds. Flatheads always look bigger than what they are. I can understand why Lance isn't married. He's got like 5 or 6 different ladies in his neighborhood that make him cookies, bake him cakes, and cook him all sorts of different meals. So, yeah, why would a guy get married? He doesn't have to. Look at him. Look at him.
I got nothing for that one.
He's got nothing to say about that, right?
You know, because somebody forgot to pack the grill this morning. We have to stop back at shore.
Well, somebody forgot the cookies this morning in the truck. That's why we're really going back to shore.
Changed your hat, Larry.
Huh?
Changed your hat.
Yeah. You know why I changed the hat?
Why'd you change your hat, buddy?
I'll tell you why I changed my hat. I didn't even think about it. You know what? We're right here, Fort Atkinson. That is home of Hard and Soft Fishing, which is home of, guess what? Kalen's. Yep. So I'm figuring the fish were going to relate better to the Kalen's hat than they were to my Dick Smith's hat.
Yeah, I only got you one.
I know it. Now I got my Kalen's hat. Not
out.
that there's anything wrong with my Dick Smith's hat, because you guys caught a lot of fish on the minnows. Yep. Then I figured, you know what? If that doesn't work, I'm just going to read my Badger Sportsman magazine. Lance, I'm going to be cooking you guys up a little lunch here as we're going back down river. And there's nothing finer than Burger Smokehouse products, I'll tell you that. Cut her open here a little bit. Ooh, that looks good. I should probably put both of them packs in there right away, huh?
Yeah, I would.
You would?
The way you guys eat.
What do you mean the way we eat?
One pack, is it going to be enough?
No, need a pack each. Oh, man. Is that all he's cooking is one pack?
Are you saying these guys need to go on a diet or something?
No. I'm saying that you guys... Ryan looks pretty hefty today with that
Yeah, it's
outfit.
a heavy suit. I'm not saying that our spot is better.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just saying.
Sounds like you're saying that.
I'm just saying that our spot's got walleye and sauger.
I haven't seen any
This
walleye.
spot's got sheephead.
I haven't seen any walleye. Hey, I'm cooking here. That is absolutely delicious. Now that I'm full, now you guys are in trouble.
Hey, Shotgun Steve Schaefer in the kitchen. We have another contestant that's sent in his recipe. Ron Wildman Wagner here. He goes out with Larry quite a few times fishing. I knew something was up, dude, and you got my personal email, not my Shotgun Chef one.
I got that from Larry.
Yeah, he said I didn't give it to him. I said he was lying to me. We have what? Wacky wings today wrapped up.
What we got here are pheasant breasts that I filleted off the bone this morning. Okay, so then we're going to take these, chunk them up. We're going to bread them, wrap them in bacon, and deep fry them.
All right, let's rock this thing. Right in half?
Yep, then I chunk them.
Okay.
You can make them however big you want. It's
Yep.
personal preference.
Just don't cut yourself. We don't have time for Band-Aids.
Basically, you can use any batter you like. I've used Shore Lunch, I've used Frying Magic, whatever.
That is Shore Lunch?
This is Frying Magic.
Fried Magic? Okay.
Yep.
I'm fine with that.
And you can, if you want to spice it up with, say, any kind of Cajun seasoning, you can do that as well.
Okay.
So I go like this.
Keep one hand wet, one hand dry. Is that the game plan?
I try to, but it usually makes a big mess, as you well know.
Yeah.
Wrap them up nice and tight,
Yep.
and then toothpick them.
Toothpick them. Are you going down, Ron?
Go ahead, let's drop them.
How long? You say 3 minutes or so?
3.5.
3.5. Don't drop them fast, folks. Let them sizzle as they go down. Here we go. I'm watching it. They should float, right, when they're just about done? They start floating?
Totally.
Everybody, you see stuff starting to float and come to the top, then you're done. All right, Ron, it's been just over 3 minutes. Bacon is nice and crispy. Oh, yeah. Turn your basket to the side, folks.
Get all the grease off as much as possible. Coming down. Look at that. That's a beautiful sight there. I'm not digging in.
Yeah, I say don't try that right away. No.
Oh, look at that. One jumped out of the boat.
Jumped out.
That's me. Get out of my way. Thanks, Ron, for coming in today. Holy crap, this is going to be hot.
Thanks for having me. This was a lot of fun.
Holy smoke.
You know, you could wait for it to cool down.
He had to try one right out like that.
Seriously,
Yep.
the batter on this pheasant like this keeps those pheasants so moist, it's ridiculous. That was awesome. Ron, appreciate it. Thanks for coming in.
Thanks for having me.
And thanks for sending a recipe.
Larry, thank you for giving me his email.
Yeah, I couldn't believe it. When I came up with this, where is this guy getting my personal email from? Ron Wagner's wild, wrapped up pheasant wings. Sure you folks. Thanks.
Badger Sportsman Magazine, Wisconsin's premier outdoor magazine. Fishing and hunting in Wisconsin, written by outdoor enthusiasts from Wisconsin. Each issue features timely fishing and hunting articles from experts across the state. Badger Sportsman Magazine will help you make the most out of your time in the woods or on the water. Subscribe to Badger Sportsman Magazine today.
For over 25 years, Midwestern Shooter Supply has been your premier dealer for hunting supplies. Our staff is friendly, experienced, and certified with over 15 years in gunsmithing experience. We're your one-stop shop for your hunting needs. Our inventory is at the lowest possible price, and we will match any other dealer advertised price. Do you do more than hunt? Check out our supply of fishing products as well. Visit Midwestern Shooter Supply today, or shop our web store at mwshooters.com. Midwestern Shooter Supply. We want to be your outdoor supplier.
The new Beaver Dam Titanium Tip Stick is the first ice rod with a built-in extendable titanium spring bobber, making it the most versatile ice rod ever. Extend the bobber for ultralight panfish jigging, or retract it for game fish or when it's time for travel. It even has a built-in rattling handle to attract fish. It took a while to come up with an ice rod worthy of the Beaver Dam name, but when we did, boy, we nailed it.
You guys didn't want to give me any of the pulled pork. There you go. I'll throw it right there. There you go.
Thank you.
You're welcome, you guys. Yep, good luck. Good fish or not?
Average there.
Yeah. Lots of numbers of fish here. Ooh, that's actually a real nice fish.
Pretty close to legal.
Yep, I would say that's a really nice fish. I didn't think that one's going to be that big.
No.
Hold that one up there. I mean, the build on these fish are absolutely awesome. Couple in a row there. Another sauger. You know, we haven't seen a lot for walleyes today. It's been more sauger for sure than walleye. And, you know, when I always think of sauger, I always think of saugers are so much more aggressive as a species when it comes to cold water versus walleyes. We'll let this little guy go. It's another, hey, told you. Once I had the right hat, the right food, the right bait. Speaking of bait.
Yeah, so originally it was like about 2 inches longer, so I just trimmed it off to make a little bit shorter profile so it wasn't so long, and threw it in and wham. So.
Looks pretty good. Hold that one up. Nice job.
Nice looking fish.
Ooh, that's a nicer fish right there. Then that's a walleye. Hey, and he's hooked in the mouth too. That's amazing. You know, again, when you're looking at, now that's not legal because it's a 15-inch size limit here on the Rock River, but good solid 14 and a half inch fish. You know, I love these kind of bodies of water because you catch a lot of fish. Great places to take inexperienced anglers because they're going to have a lot of opportunity to catch a lot of fish. Great place to take kids, and it's just a lot of fun, I'll tell you that. Gotta love it. This feels like a really good fish. Oh, there's definitely a legal fish right there. Look at the size of that. That's a nice fish right there. Again, sauger hooked in the mouth. I mean, look at that. I mean, this is absolutely, I'm astounded on this body of water that it's this close to home and we've never fished this before. I'll tell you, this will be definitely on our list here to come down and fish the Rock River some more, because two things. I want to go fish Koshkanon for sure, and I've heard there's a ton of flatheads in this river, so we'll be back to definitely do some of that. You're welcome. No, thanks for having us.
Yep.
Good luck fishing. Love getting them kids involved in the outdoors. That's what it's all about. Beats sitting in the house doing this. Oh, what am I doing? Well, I'll tell you what, Jeff and Brian, this is one heck of a fishery. I'm very surprised that I didn't hear more about this a long time ago. Everybody was super nice that we ran into, you know, and both of you guys are guiding on this body of water, you know. I mean, the best is yet to come, isn't it?
Yeah, you know, it's like in the next week or two, I would say next week it's going to be even better. I mean, today was, you know, I mean, really good fishing, but in the next week, couple weeks, it's going to be.
Once it warms up a little bit, and the walleyes probably migrate up into this part of the system a little bit more. Mostly saugers today we caught, you know, but what a great fishery. And I'll tell you what, if somebody wants to come out and enjoy some absolutely awesome fishing, I would definitely recommend them to get a hold of both of you guys, and we'll put your information up on the screen. But hey, Lightning, why don't you take us back at the shore and we'll start heading her back home. And you know something? The Lightning is the only guy I know that doesn't have an oven in his house, because he's got all the neighbor ladies bringing him food all the time, which, you know, we got to participate and at least have some of the cookies today. But yeah, he's a pretty lucky guy. Hey, and again, you guys, thanks for having us here on the Rock River, and we thank everybody that helped us out here today. And like I always say, just remember, what a great day to be alive. Let's let this one go. Can I have a minnow back there? Actually, I'll take a pile of minnows.
You guys always got to get minnows for Larry.
Hey,
does it ever get on your nerves?
Yeah, see? Yeah, right. It's a team. Hey, in this boat, it's team effort. You want to buy it?
I'll give you $40.
500.
Can I get a raise? There's this guy that wants to sell me $500 worth of jigs.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I'll give you a